Welcome to the latest Wax Ecstatic pack break. I'm your host, Matt Sammon, and yeah, this is the ultimate jumbo pack. In fact, barely fits on the screen. I should probably just move it back a little bit this way here. But we are looking at the vending box in this podcast this Friday. It will be coming your way on Friday, March the 13th. Yeah, that's right. We got a Friday the 13th coming up here. Love it when that happens. Anyways, the vending box, I decided to discuss this in our new podcast because we brought it up in a podcast a couple of months ago. And I've known about vending boxes for years, but a lot of our listeners didn't know what a vending box was or why they made vending boxes. So we'll get into the details of it on the show, but I wanted to open up this particular vending box. As you can see, it is a 1990 Topps baseball box, and it was part of a great gift, a donation of cards from one of our listeners. So this is nice because I'll be able to open this up and utilize it to help add to the extra cards that I need to finish up my hand collating of the 1990 set. But this is also an outstanding way for collectors to not only complete sets, but if you're starting a set, I highly recommend looking at the vending box route for a few reasons. One, especially if you're building a set from, I'd say, the mid-'80s up through the mid-'90s, there's plenty of vending boxes around. And I'm talking, it is part of the junk wax era. So there are cases and cases and cases of these cards. But also, you get 500 cards in each vending box. So even for a starter set, even if you have some dupes in a box, and sometimes you do, it just kind of depends on where in the printing cycle these cards get inserted into the box. But you can get at least 400 to 450 fresh cards out of a box. So if you're starting from scratch with hand collating a set, this is a great route to go. Another reason why it's not only affordable, but you don't have to deal with the mess of wax stains on cards. You don't have to deal with the mess of bubblegum stains on the cards. And for the most part, I'd say probably you're guaranteed that 470 to 480 of the cards in this box are in near mint condition. The only cards that may be a little dinged up are the cards that are right on the side of the box. And that is because as we open up this box, you will see that Topps used to jam pack these boxes quite literally up to the seams here, 500 cards. So if I pull out, let me go to the far left-hand side of this box here and just get the first 10 cards here. All right, well, maybe not 10. All right, I've got 3 or 4 of them. Let's see. Yeah, you can see here, like on this Danny Heap card. So a little dinged corner up here. That's the common damage that you'll have. It's just some of the cards might be, in fact, yeah, here, the Tony Castillo card, a little rounded corner there. Of course, these are all common, so that's not a problem there. But I'm just going to pull out a section. Let's go right about here. Now, this is unopened. I have not looked at these cards. So I'm just going to pull just the stack. It's probably, about 60, 70 cards there. And I can already see I got a Hall of Famer right off the top there. There's Cal Ripken Jr. And we look closely at this card, and there's no damage. There's no ink spots. The corners are in great condition. We flip the card over. The back is in great condition. It's centered. No worry about a gum stain or a wax stain. So whether you're building a set or you're collecting Hall of Famers, there's a hit right there. Greg Vaughn rookie card right there. Let's see what else we've got here. Some fun names from the past. The late Darren Dalton. Slight crease in this card here, so maybe that was for me pulling it out of the box. But let's see what else we got. Tim Wallach. A little dinged corner here on Tim Drummond. Wade Boggs, All-Star. Don Ace. Always like to bring up that name, kids. It's Ace, not Ass. Steve Bouchel. Let's see, Walt Weiss hustling around the bases there. Frankie V. Got one of the record breaker cards, so this would have been at the front of the set that year, card number 7. Topps attempt at trying to out-rated rookie Don Russ's rated rookies. Of course, you have the Topps all-rookie teams with a little trophy Well, they started showcasing #1 draft picks, and they started doing this in 1989. But here's an example here with Kyle Abbott. Mike Greenwell, we talked about him on a past show. Here's an Omar Vizquel rookie right there. I know a lot of people want him to have a little bit of a higher standing in the baseball world. As I look through these, I think of some of the top cards from 1990 Topps, which we'll talk about in this podcast. I think it's an overlooked set, much like a lot of the junk wax era sets are. Here we go again. Tony Gwynn. I mean, just some slight wear in the bottom corner here, but another Hall of Fame card, otherwise in great condition. Another first-round pick, Wade Boggs. And there we go, Frank Thomas. So not only a #1 draft pick, but the hit card that you're looking for in this set. And as I look at it, looks like it's in pretty good shape here. Flip it over on the back. You've got the variation Frank Thomas card in the set as well, where his name is not printed on the plate there. And that's worth a ton of money. But even this is worth a few bucks right out of the box. And if you go get it graded, even if it comes back as an 8 or a 9, you're going to have some value there. Another big card featured in the 1990 set is the Ken Griffey Jr. card. Not his rookie card. And here's a Nolan Ryan card. They dedicated a lot of the first cards to the set to Nolan Ryan, who, of course, in 1989 had racked up his 5,000th strikeout, was on his way to 300 wins in 1990, and would go on, of course, to pitch 2 more no-hitters, one in 1990 and 1991. Now, as I was saying about Ken Griffey Jr., not a rookie card. His rookie card, of course, was in the 89 traded set, but for people who like the base set cards, Griffey was one of the chase cards here. Here you go, Barry Bonds. Again, pretty decent shape here for a third-year base set card. So some good cards here. Like I said, we got Ripken, you got Thomas. Let me look at a few more here. Just pull this stack out here. Wild Thing, Mitch Williams. Another Hall of Famer there. You got Lee Smith. Next to Damaso Garcia, so they balance out well. There you go, Deion Sanders rookie card. Not quite worth what it was several years ago, but still a fun card to pull out. Cal Ripken All-Star card. See if we can get a few more hits here before we wrap up this video break here. Billy Ripken. Not quite the 89 Fleer, but always, you get a chuckle every time you pull a Billy Ripken card. Will Clark All-Star. Sandy Alomar Jr. Is that airbrush? That almost looks like it's airbrushed. It shouldn't be. He had been with the Padres for a while. That was before he obviously went to the Indians. Let's see who else we have here. Ryan Sandberg. So you got another Hall of Famer. Jay Buhner, early career card there. Greg Maddox, another Hall of Famer. And again, looking at the condition of these cards, just naked eye stuff here. I mean, this is a mint condition card here. Won't pay your mortgage. Craig Biggio All-Star. Like I said, won't pay your mortgage, but if you're somebody who, tracks down those types of cards, you can definitely find some good ones at good prices here. Now I'm going to show the Tom McCarthy card. You can probably see, let me get in the light here, a little ding in the right corner. So again, last card in the box, so you're going to have a little bit of wear and tear on those 10 to 15 cards on the outer edges. I see here a John Smoltz card, so let me pull that out of the box here. Just take one last look here. So again, another Hall of Fame card here, a guy that's, this would have been a second year card. Little wear and tear on that corner. Let's see. See if we can test our luck here. Alan Trammell, soon to be Hall of Famer. Another Juan Bell, so there's a dupe there. You do have some dupes, unfortunately. Test our luck here. See if we can pull a Griffey. Oh, there you go, Edgar Martinez. See if we can find a Griffey here before time is up here. This will be the last stack of cards I look at, I promise. David Wells, early career card. Plenty of checklists. Love the checklist. Tony Gwynn All-Star. Ken Griffey Sr. All right, so we got one Griffey. All right, this I promise will be the last of the stack here. I'm feeling good about this. Let's see if we can find one. Another Nolan Ryan commemorative card. Dennis Eckersley, so you got another Hall of Famer there. Strawberry, another Nolan Ryan. Harold Baines, you got another Hall of Famer there. Let's see what else we can find here. Ozzie Smith. Barry Larkin. The ageless Julio Franco, or should I say deceptively aged. Eric Davis, Paul O'Neill. I mean, you've got a pretty good run of players here. Oh, one more. I'm sorry. I promised that would be the last stack. But as the cards filter out here in this box, like right off the top of the stack here, Roberto Alomar. So another Hall of Famer. And you got some pretty good names in here. Okay, here we go. Smoltzy again. So a good dupe to have. Mark Grace. Love the old turn back the clock cards as well. Aha! Finally landed one. Ken Griffey Jr. And just so that I don't alter the condition of it, let me pick. Actually, I'll pick the Alomar card off the top of the stack here. We're going to get into a pretty good description, memories of 1990 Topps. One of my favorites, like I said before, very often overlooked card, an overlooked set from the time, simply because it's in the junk wax era. It's also a little bit gaudy, but if Topps's intention was to create a card that was reminiscent and representative of the time, if you were like I was, a teenager in 1990, there is nothing more 1990 MTV Saved by the Bell style than these particular cards here. Now, what's interesting too about 1990 Topps is if we flip the cards over, you have a little bit of a Back to the Future design here on the back. And that's rather ironic. I said Back to the Future 1990 was the year that the Back to the Future trio of movies concluded with a third movie. But you have kind of this checker cab design, this Art Deco design on the back. That was also popular in 1990. We'll get into the reasons why in just a little bit, but it all hails back to other pop culture things that were going on then. Dick Tracy, big movie that came out that summer. Also in music, Madonna had a very big throwback look and feel to a lot of her music videos. I think in particular the music video for Vogue, which was a huge hit song that summer. So it's a very strange kind of past and present featured all in one set. And I think it really works. And I think you're going to enjoy our look back at 1990 Topps and the vending box. What were they used for? Where could you find the vending box cards? And where can you find them now? They are affordable options, especially if you can buy them in person. Shipping is what normally catches you with vending box purchases. But if you can purchase them in person at a card show or your local card shop, you're getting these boxes typically for $8 to $12, and with less wax wrappers to throw away, with less spring training insert cards to throw away, and without any gum stains or wax stains to worry about. These are some incredible affordable options for those of you looking to collect clumps and clumps of cards from the junk wax era. We'll tell you more about it in this upcoming podcast. It drops on Audio Boom and all of the associated channels this Friday at noon Eastern. We'll see you then. Thanks again for watching this Wax Ecstatic Pack Break.